Hey guys, T2RX6 here, back for another, well, mod video. And I'm actually just got this Superion, well, Black Bolt in the mail today. And I just wanted to show, because you're not going to see it in the video, what the chest panel mode looks like when you have X-ray on here. Now, this video here actually is going to show you how to take this red crotch piece up here and actually use that as the chest panel. It's a little mod found by TFW Member Tekering, and I just thought I would show you guys how to do it, maybe instill a little confidence on there. Now, I've already gone ahead and removed the pin from the red piece, but I left the one on here to show you how easy it is to take off. And what this is going to do is going to take this from here and bring it up to here, which just makes Superion look better, and we won't be using X-ray here anymore. Now, unfortunately, if you do this mod here, X-ray is not going to fit on Superion without at least unpinning this and repinning it back properly. So, if you like this look, don't do this mod. Otherwise, we're going to seek to bring this up to here and bring Superion into a better look. Now, to get these pins out, like I said, I already removed this one, but I just wanted to show you, it is extremely simple. You're going to see the pin here, and just get some kind of screwdriver or something that fits and push it, and you're pretty much going to extract the whole pin right out of there. Just take your pliers and pull that pin out. Now, if you want to mod it back, make sure you save the other pin. That's going to be pretty important. So the next thing you're going to want to do is come up with a donor bot. Now, the mod for Tekering that Tekering shows here is we're actually going to drill a hole through the side of this panel all the way through the other side, and then this little piece is actually going to end up connecting down here instead to make this actually flip up in front of Superion's chest. So what you want to do is you want to find a pin that's going to pretty much fit right through there. These ones look like they should be good. They'll just go into the holes, and that's where they're going to sit. And I used a Cybertron/Universe Dead End, I think was the name they give them. And these were junkers that I used their heads a long time ago. So that'll get you the pins here. And what I recommend doing is taking like a Dremel or something and filing down the barbed pieces on these pins. Here's the unfiled one, if it'll focus. Just because that barb will actually stop it from going into the plastic is easy. So take your Dremel tool and just kind of file that down. So the next thing we want to do here is find a drill bit that is going to fit the holes on here. I found the 5/64 inch from this Dremel set. Pretty much goes right on in and through. So that's the size we're going to want to use. Next, you're going to have to go on to the TFW2005 board. I'm going to put a link below, and you're going to have to look to see how this is going to actually fit in. Now, you don't need a Dremel. He used a pin vise instead. It's not very solid plastic or anything, so you can do that, but just keep in mind what you're doing. Now, we had to take this off because what's going to happen is this is going to sit in here, and then we want this tabbed piece of this to actually sit kind of in the groove here. So you want to kind of see where this is going to fit and mark it out. Now, my mark is a little bit far forward. I just did it based on the forum post, so I'm going to drill just a tad bit right in front of that, and that should make this line up pretty much okay here. So once we got that, there's no going back. I'm going to take my Dremel tool here, and I'm just going to carefully drill a hole right on through. And I might have to turn it up to higher speed. And what I'm going to actually do here, before I do the other side, is take my pin here, and I'm just going to put it in through the hole, just to see where it's going to line up with the other side. And I see I want it to be, well, my hole might be a tad bit crooked, so we're going to have to be careful there. But just to kind of get an idea where my drill needs to go on the other side. So, I've got this. And take that out and put my drill back on in, and we can straighten that out. I'm just going to punch through the other side and be careful not to get your hand. And there we go. We've got a hole right through this now. So we're going to go back to our pin here, and we're going to put this on in like so. And then I'm going to take this piece and slot this on through. And I did find that the pin is tougher to get through this little gray piece here. So you just may need to kind of work it with a pair of pliers a little bit. Alright, so I got this through here, which took just a little bit of work to kind of hold this and push this down. Now I've got this in. I actually ran downstairs and picked up my channel locks here, just because it makes it easier to squeeze the pin all the way through. So I'm going to push it, and the big thing here is to make sure that we're lined up with our hole that we drilled, and just kind of push this on in and through without breaking our plastic, preferably. Just carefully. You don't want to put marks up. I put a little stress mark. That's okay. I'll get that with some paint after. But once you have that, it should be like this, and it should just kind of lock into place down here. And that's pretty much it. We're just going to reinstall this pin back on our Superion here. Keep track of your pins. You don't want to put the wrong one in. So here's the small one that we took out at the beginning here. And just kind of put this in place. Really kind of hope that TFC sees this and does their own, you know, kind of like a rage set upgrade here that we can pick up. And just kind of push this pin back in. And there you go. He's now set. And he's got this way better looking chest piece. In fact, we'll turn this upside down just so we can hide the wheels. And there we go. Much better looking Superion, aside from my stress mark, which I think is a cause of my pin not being completely lined up, or my hole being completely lined up when I put the pin in. So yeah, pretty simple mod, easy to do, not really gonna hurt your toy too much unless you stress mark it, but that's such a minor little detail. A little bit of paint's gonna clear that up. Bet you by Friday you don't even see that on my toy, really. Oh yeah, also notably, you probably, once you have this mod, want to keep the standard waist for Black Bolt here and just kind of spin this stuff around to give them a much nicer front end instead of the screw part showing. So, alright guys, just a couple little things here that I wanted to point out. First, I realized I forgot to put these red flaps back on. So I put them on, which is nice because it actually covers up my little mark that I made. Second is that it doesn't change how Silverbolt looks in his robot mode. You can even put these wings out and stuff if you like that. I put him down just to differentiate him over the Superion chest. Now, I also went and carefully blended the stress mark with the Citadel Evil Sun Scarlet paint, and you almost can't even see it in person where the stress mark was. If it wasn't just for the slight difference in red color, you would probably never ever know. And the final thing I wanted to point out is that this mod, like I said, doesn't change Silverbolt. The only thing I see as a problem on mine is probably because I wasn't careful enough when I drilled that hole, and we had a little bit of an angle on there. And so my chest plate from the top sits at a tiny bit of an angle. It should be a little more in. But really, when he's just sitting here like this, you really can't tell. It's only from that angle that there's just a marginal difference. So if you're a little more careful than I am when you're actually working on yours, then it probably won't be a problem for you. So, anyway, like I said, if you do this mod, let me know. I'm interested to see how it turns out for you. I know it's not going to be for everyone, because not everyone likes modifying their toys. But, anyway, I will see you guys on Friday.